我想留一张纸给你，告诉你我一生的际遇。
Wow, really awesome. You know, this is the advantage of staying in a country like Malaysia with a multiracial diversity. You get to taste so many different dishes. This bitter gourd, which is so juicy and crunchy, doesn't really taste bitter at all. The fried rice topped with the bitter gourd and the fermented fried dates and black beans brings out a light pungent flavor, but sweet and tasty. All of this munched together really gives a delicious feel. You must try out this dish. It's so awesome. It is said that in early times, many Chinese who needed to travel for work overseas would fry dace fish and preserve it with black beans in an earthen jar and bring it along with them, because they were not used to eating foreign food. The tradition has become a mainstay in the form of this canned delicacy. Today we'll prepare a simple and easy bitter gourd stir-fried dish and fried rice using some of these ingredients and a can of fried dates and salted black beans. Of course, we shall also use some cooked rice. The packaging says that it is halal. It can be found in many supermarkets and also sundry shops in Chinatown. The fish pieces come fried without the heads. There are 2 to 3 pieces of fish in every can, packed with about 2 tablespoons of fermented black beans. Very salty, so we are not going to add any more extra salt for our dishes. Soaked in about 3 to 4 tablespoons of cooking oil. Let us now cut and prepare the bitter gourd. When we cut open the bitter gourd, it will expose the seeds and the white pulp inside there. Let us use a spoon to remove all this unwanted white pulp and the seeds. Make sure we remove all the white pulp, leaving only the flesh. The bitter gourd tends to be a bit more bitter with a lot of white pulp sticking to the flesh. You can cut the bitter gourd to any size you prefer. Here we are going to show you 2 different ways to cut the bitter gourd to make it taste a bit more flavorful. We shall transfer all the ready cut bitter gourd pieces into a larger bowl so that we can salt them properly. Use salt generously. Here we are using about 2 teaspoons heaped. Mix the salt in like so. The salt will help to release all the bitter juices from within the cut pieces of bitter gourd. We shall leave the salted bitter gourd pieces aside while we prepare the fried dace fish. For our dishes today, we will only need about 1 piece of the fried dace fish. Chop it into desired sizes like so. Don't worry about the bones. They are very soft and they will disintegrate very easily and can be consumed without any problems. Once done, we can keep them aside. Keep it aside with about 1 tablespoon of fermented black beans and about 2 tablespoons of the cooking oil, which came along in the can. Let us pack the remaining contents of the can and store them in the fridge for future use. Come, let's boil some water in a pot. Take the bowl of bitter gourd we salted earlier. Due to the effect of the salt, the bitter gourd pieces would have released most of the bitter juices. Squeeze them nicely and throw them into the hot boiling water. Just apply enough pressure to squeeze out the bitter juices. Too much of squeezing pressure can break apart all the bitter gourd pieces and they can end up looking unpresentable. We shall discard the bitter juice extract. Actually, it will be very salty. Let us cover and simmer for about a minute or so. Once there are signs that the water has started to boil again, off the stove. We can remove all the pieces of cooked bitter gourd and toss them into a colander or a large sieve. Put a medium-sized saucepan on the stove. And adjust it to medium heat. Add in about 3 to 4 teaspoons of cooking oil which came in the fried dace can. When the oil is hot, add in some finely chopped garlic. A few thin slices of ginger, half a medium-sized chopped large red onion. Stir and mix all these ingredients together with the chopped garlic. Let us now increase the heat to medium-high. Today we will mix in some carrot slices to add in color and flavor. Now we shall add in about 2 tablespoons of the chopped fried dace which we prepared earlier and about 1 tablespoon of the fermented black beans which came in the can. Throw in the pieces of bitter gourd which we blanched and tossed earlier. Lightly stir and mix all these ingredients together for a very sumptuous stir-fry dish. Bitter gourd stir-fried with fried dates and fermented black beans from a can. Quarter teaspoon crushed black pepper. A quick taste test.
Enough salt, but you need to add a little bit of sugar.
Half a teaspoon heaped jaggery or brown sugar is optional. Garnish with some ripe red chili slices. Let us use back the same saucepan. So much of flavor stuck on it. We shall use the remaining oil from the can. Take about 1 tablespoon of oil or so and use it. On the stove and put it to medium heat. Let us throw in some finely chopped garlic. About half a medium-sized diced onion. Stir and mix well as the pan gets heated up. Throw in some finely chopped carrot pieces when the onion begins to turn translucent. Now we shall add in the remainder of the chopped fried dates which we prepared earlier and 1 tablespoon fermented black beans. Let us give a thorough stir and mix all these ingredients together. Top up with enough rice for 2 to 3 people. Mix well like so. Top up with 1 or 2 tablespoons of dark soy sauce. Stir and mix thoroughly so that all the ingredients and the rice gets coated by the dark soy sauce. Our fried rice with fermented black beans and fried dates is ready. Let us off the stove and garnish our fried rice. If you prefer, we can make use of the remaining fried dates and black beans with some red chili slices, or you can just go for the red chili slices as a garnish. If you like our vlogs, please do subscribe to our channel. and press the bell button for updates. Please do try out these dishes. They really taste awesome.